we're going to start in our lovely, hence the bolsters in this position. Just find your way up to the end there, and you can have the knees bent, you can have blocks under the knees, you can have a cushion under your head, just as long as you feel supported and comfortable. If this is uncomfortable though, just roll over onto your side, whichever side is calling to you to be more comfortable. Generally we recommend the left side, but you got to go with your baby's whims, right? And roll where they're leading you. So just hang out here, take a deep breath in, exhale, and just let go of the day. Take another deep breath in, and exhale again, and let go of the stuff that didn't get let go just a moment ago. And then start to surrender yourself into your body, releasing the day, releasing any stresses that may have come through this day. And allowing your shoulders to open out, your chest to open out, your belly to soften and relax, your hips to release and soften. If you would like a bolster underneath your knees, let me know. There are 4 more, perfect number, that you can have. And I will bring them to you. So allow your breath to really shift down to the belly, connecting in with your baby, connecting in with that breath. Letting those thoughts float through, breathing them out, not going on their little tangent that they're trying to take you on. Just getting back into sync with yourself. Just feeling all of that stuff melt out of your body. Allowing all the discomfort. Allowing the heat in the body from today, because it's such a muggy day, to be breathed out. Feel the cool air in this room caressing your skin. Relax your eyes, check and see how much tension you're holding around your eye sockets. Relax your jaw, check and see how much tension you hold in your jaw. And then check once more and relax the eyes and the jaw. Soften that space between the eyebrows. And as you relax through there, you can feel the rest of your body begin to properly surrender. Just allow yourself this time to fully inhabit your body. Connect with that second heartbeat within. That beautiful little life. And feel that energy of love flowing between you two. That radiant light is filling your whole body, nourishing and soothing your whole being. And then taking a deep full breath in, filling your whole body, exhaling it out through the mouth. Another deep full breath, bringing that energy back in, letting it go. And then bringing the energy into the fingers and the toes. Have a little wriggle. We'll come back here soon, so it's okay. Have a little roll to your side. Slowly take your time as you bring that energy fully into your body. A little wiggle, a little wriggle until you kind of bring yourself back to your hands and knees. It's finding a lovely tabletop position. So knees nice and wide, give your hips room. Arms in a comfortable position, holding your body up. Just have a little sway. Sway from side to side. Feel what's going on. Allow yourself also to push back into those feet and open up those toes, especially if the feet are feeling tight. You can move in circles. Just go with your instincts. Let your body guide you. If it just wants stillness, do that. But if it feels good just to wriggle a little and check in with the self, do that. And then we'll come to a nice, comfortable, stable, centered position and round up into your cat, rounding chin into the chest. Take a moment here, maybe moving a little bit forward and back, just a smidge. And then as we inhale, we just come to a neutral spine, always avoiding trying to stretch the belly. So any poses that feel like it's stretching the belly across the front too much, just ease off from that. Round up again, exhale. And then inhale back to that neutral spine. This time, roll your gaze up to that space between your eyebrows. Great for your eyesight, great for your focus. Exhale, round. And inhale, neutral spine. Allow the head to lift slightly, gaze to that space between your eyebrows. One more time. Did I already say that before? This is the last one. Round it out. And back to center. And then sink back into a nice wide-legged child's pose. If you prefer, you can bring a bolster out in front there and come into a lovely child's pose. Like this, or you can make it to the floor, whatever feels good. Breathe and surrender yourself down. If your head's turned to the side, go ahead and turn it to the other side. And then we'll bring the knees together and come back up to our tabletop position. Just take a moment just to find the center. And then we will step up and find our way to our seat. Whichever way works best for you to come up. Bring that seat out in front. Or anywhere really, you don't really have to be in the same position. We're going to do a chair dog. So grabbing hold of the seat and walking back until you feel a nice stretch in the legs or in the back. If the low seat or the seat part of the seat is too much, you can turn the seat around and use the back of the seat instead. Couple of deep breaths. And then inhale, bring your body up. And go ahead and take a seat. And while we're here, we will roll out our wrists. So loosen up those joints. Let's open them out to the sides. And bring them down. And bring them through. Just bring those arms up. Bring the wrists together and we'll start to roll them out around themselves, getting into all of those joints, wrists, elbows, shoulders. And then finally, interlace those fingers, turn those palms out, stretch it up. See how that feels. Exhale, release. And if you can, leg up. See how that feels. Just breathe into it. If it's already tight, stay there. If it's comfortable, if you've got room, come forward a little bit. As much as you like, just to get that outer hip stretch. And if you're comfortable up here, relatively depends on what's going on. I've got a weird thing on the side of my leg, so my leg and my thigh are like, not so comfy. But what you can do is give yourself a little foot massage while you're here as well. The ankles, the feet, the toes, showing them some love for carrying you around all day. You can even get your fingers through there. Give yourself a good little handshake, foot shake. You can roll that ankle around. One direction and the other. And then see if the body wants to let you go any deeper. And then ease that out. Release that leg. I'll just take a nice little release for the knee. And then a nice open twist, so left hand to left knee. Open out to the side slightly, breathe in. Taryn, just see how this feels on that lower back area. Is that okay?
Oh, it's great.
Awesome. So as long as it's not feeling like it's pulling anything weird, breathe the length up through the body. Gaze around. Get into that neck a little bit. And then inhale, release back to center. And then other side, getting that foot up. We'll just sit into it for a moment, see how that feels. Maybe lean if that feels good. And then if your foot calls you, you can give it some love. Feel free to get the fingers through the toes, roll the ankle around or massage around through the feet. And then if you want to, you can move a little deeper into that. And inhale, release that out, bring that leg up, let the knee free. Just shake that off. And let's roll out the shoulders. Lovely big rotations, really getting into that whole shoulder girdle, loosening any creaks and cracks going on there. Roll back the other way. And then extend those arms out, reach up again. Bring those palms together, draw those hands down. And keep drawing them down. And then fingers down and draw those wrists up. And sit up nice and tall. So the core has to work here to keep the body up. The glutes also have to work a little bit. Turn those fingers up, interlace again, and stretch up. And then bringing your right hand to your right knee, left hand behind you. Breathe in, nice open twist. Exhaling. Just finding your comfort level. And then back to center. And you can come to the edge of the seat, widen out the legs a little bit, and we'll just move forward, see what's going on around the body. Breathe deeply. I will move back the other way. Just a little loosening through the hips, the lower back, moving that energy up through the spine. And then coming back to center. Now we're going to turn the chairs so that the back of the chair faces us. And we're going to stretch a little higher. Holding on to the back of the chair, stretching out from here. Breathe into it and see how those shoulders feel. You can always hug the belly upwards, giving yourself a little support there, especially if it's feeling quite heavy. You can stay here if this is comfortable. If you just want to play around a little bit, you can do a little warrior 3, take one leg up. Standing into one leg, not for long, just a few moments, and then try the other side. Just find that strength in that standing leg for a couple of moments and then bring it down. Maybe just have a go on each side, 1 or 2 goes. Just requiring the core to work a little bit with you. And after you've done a few of those, come back and stretch out. You can widen out those legs a little or a lot. And then draw the belly up. And and walk forward. Just roll out the shoulders, loosen that up. So we're going to turn the seat around again and come down. So you can come down to the knees and then come down to a nice wide-legged position. Get close to the seat or wherever you need it so you can lean into it and just stretch through those inner thighs a little. Hands can be crossed over or you can reach out and just surrender here. It's a lovely, gentle inner thigh stretch. If coming forward is too intense, you can always just stay with the hands behind you instead. Breathe into it. Surrender into it. Let the legs soften as much as they can. And remember, don't overstretch, don't go to your widest capacity. Breathe and keep trying to soften through the tightness that you feel. If you feel like your body's given you more space, you can shift the chair a little further away. It'll take you a little lower down. And if you want to bring your hands to the ground, you're totally welcome to do that. But it is quite nice just to find that middle ground and surrender. Inhale, bring yourself up. And bring those legs in. And just give yourself a little bit of a wriggle out, a little shake out. Just lean back onto the hands and allow the hips to rotate inwards, bringing the feet in. And then bringing them out. And then all the way around. And back the other way. And then shake them out. And we're going to bring the left leg across and the right leg out to the side. So you're kind of creating like a couple of boxes. It's like an open wall and two open walls behind you. Shins parallel to the top of the floor. If you're feeling really awkward here, you can chuck a little cushion underneath you if you need that. Let's see how that feels. Does that feel okay? Sometimes you can get a little pinching on here. Now we're going to twist a little. How's that? Just into that open space here. This helps the hips open up and also get a little strengthening. And then coming forward, and if it's comfortable for you, you can lean into it. If this leg needs to come in a little closer, that's okay. You can come forward. Again, Taryn, see how that feels for you at the back. If it feels a little uneven or if it feels okay. And you can have your bolster to create more height so that you can come forward a lot, or if you're comfortable coming all the way, you can absolutely do that. Just breathe that out. And then inhale, come up, and we're just going to roll onto the feet and let the hips rock from side to side. Then you can just drop the feet to the other side and sit back up. So you don't have to see me, but you're in exactly the same position you were before. Then allow the body to open up to that gap between the knee and the foot in front of you. It's a little bit of a brain gym at the same time. If the hands need to support you at the back, that's all good. And then you can continue to face the front knee, and you could sit here or you can walk forward. Maybe resting onto a bolster or just using your hands to support the body. And then inhale, coming up, leaning back and rocking those legs out again. And then let's straighten out those legs. Give them another little jiggle out. And we're going to come onto those toes. So, tucking your toes underneath you and just walking back onto them, leaning onto those heels, seeing how that feels. And if that's comfortable, you can sit right back onto them. So you can always have your blocks or your bolster or your chair in front to take the weight off if it just feels way intense in those toes. The more you can open up your feet, the more comfort you're going to get right up the back of your body. So as agonizing as this may be right now, in the long run, it'll be good for your body. How did you feel last week afterwards?
Yeah, good. I've actually been practicing a little bit.
Ooh.
Even just walking in sandals and like trying to think about spreading my toes.
Nice, nice. Let's walk out for that for a moment. Just release the toes, give them a good... And then again, tuck them under, come back again. If you're comfortable, you can always just shift the weight a little. Just spread out those feet. We'll just take a couple of breaths here. And then release that out. And then give them a little tap. And then widen out those legs. Come back down into your nice little wide-legged child's pose. So wherever you feel comfortable, support it on your hands, on a prop, or all the way to the floor. And then inhale, come up, because we're going to continue this little theme of squatting. So you are welcome to have a bolster support you or a block, or if you're just comfortable squatting, you can squat. But if you want, you can try a little seat squat, which is kind of nice. Or you can just squat down. Just depends on how tight those ankles are. What's going on in the body. Squats are amazing for the body in general, but especially to prep you for giving birth. Like in nature, you would just do it yourself. It's great for your reproductive system. It's great for your bowels. It's great for those hips. So just breathe here. You can close your eyes if you like. You can always bring your hands together and bring those elbows between the knees if that's comfortable, or just wherever you need to be. Breathe. Find space. And if you can, reach down through the left hand, just reach up a little through the right. And then reach down through that right and reach up through the left. So if you don't have a bolster, you can always use a couple of cushions or pillows or blankets, anything you have around the home. And then release. And then release yourself forward. Just crawl out of that. And allow your hips again a little space. A little wriggle, a little openness. Just find what feels good for your body. Let your instincts guide you. Your body always knows what it needs and what it wants, so really go with that. If you are feeling like you really do want to do a down dog, you're welcome to do that. If you just want to stay again and do a little cat, neutral spine, just to feel that movement through the spine, you can. Just see what feels good for you. If a down dog feels amazing, go for it. Play with that, tread it out. If you're really getting on there, then doing the down dog on the wall or with the chair like we have been is better for you. You can also place your hands on blocks and lift your down dog a little higher in the front of the body. Just take a couple more moments. And then let's drop back down to our tabletop and back down to our child's pose and surrender again. And inhale, walk yourself back up. Come onto a comfy seat into butterfly pose, soles of the feet together. You can raise your hips, you can sit on the bolster, you can sit on a cushion. And let's bring the hands together again, fingers pointing upwards. See if you can bring them in towards you. And down. And then as they come up, interlace them the odd way, the not normal way that you would normally do it. And then reach up. Exhale, extend those arms out. Breathe in. We're just going to hold a little bit of strength in the body here. A little bit of strength in the arms. Think about drawing the belly in slightly and sitting into the sit bones and lifting through the crown. Breathe and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale those arms up. And then turn the palms forward and exhale, drawing the shoulders down the back. Just feel that energy through the back. Inhale, take it up. And exhale. Release. Release those legs. Shake them out. Come to a comfortable position, comfortable seat with your legs on your bolsters, whatever you want. We're going to take the left arm across the right. And either the palms, backs of the palms can join, or you can twist them all the way around. Now draw those shoulders out and the elbows out and breathe here. Again, we're looking for length through the spine, so draw the ribs in, draw the belly in slightly. sit into the back of the body. Just let those shoulders release and stretch out. And then open that out, other side crossing right over left, and just finding, if this becomes something that's quite hard to do, you can always drop your hands to your shoulders. Depends on how much space you have, how much milk you're carrying. And then extend that out and loosen that up. Let's drop the chin down towards the chest. And then roll that over towards the right side. And if you need to, drop the ear behind your shoulder and allow that stretch down the side of the neck. And then back to center, dropping the chin back down. Gently roll up to the other side. And if you like, dropping the ear down. And then back to center. And then dropping the chin down. And then coming up. Coming up, gazing up. Lips together. Exhaling down. And start to do a full rotation, nice and slow. A small rotation if that feels good, or a bigger one if you're guided to. Again, tuning into your own wisdom. Noticing the subtle sensations around the neck, down the back, across the shoulders. Rotating in the other direction whenever you feel guided to. And then allow yourself to come back to center whenever you're ready. Just find a little sway in the body. A little softness. Checking in. See what else the body needs. And if you find it, let me know. Is there anything else your body wants?
Is there any way to release that? I always get that knot there from, working on the mouse on the computer.
Right in the center of the back there.
I think those ones help.
Yeah, these are great. You could also try just pulling out to the side. So feel free for all of us to do this and just it's like you're reaching out but you're keeping your body centered. Does that get to it at all?
Yeah, that's deeper. I used to always just pull my arm around.
Yeah, no, it's that reach out, because think about where your muscle is, what it's doing, and how you can create stretch there. So rather than drawing it that way, which is going to put pressure here, drawing it out will pull from that muscle. But resisting going with it and keeping your body centered. Yeah. Let that go. And then loosen that up and just see how that feels on that side in comparison to that side. So let's get into the other side as well. So draw that over. And breathe deeply into it. As you breathe, visualize the breath going in there as well. Because there's other stuff that requires us lying on our belly that could get into that. But that's not going to work. So this is a great one. And then release that out. And just roll and loosen. Just clasp the hands. And draw the shoulders in. Just squeeze them together. See how that feels. Let the chest come forward, but keep the belly drawn in. It's getting right into the center of the shoulder blades if you can. Make sure the neck's comfortable. Breathe deeply and release. And again, just loosen. How does that feel?
Good.
Awesome. Anything else before we go into a deep relaxation? I brought a special script which was written by Anna Davies, who is what's the word? She is an expert in prenatal yoga, and it's a course that I did to learn about how to teach you all safely. So I'm going to take you on that little journey with her. So make yourself comfortable. If there's nothing else you want to do, we will pop into a lovely comfy seat. You can start off how you were. You can end how you started off on the 2 bolsters, or you can lie on your side with the bolsters. So you can always have a cushion under your head, and you can have the bolster by your side. But yes, usually people like the good armchair, but it just depends on how you're feeling and where you want to be. And just check that you've got the bolster in a position, especially the lower one, that's going to support the top one. And if you need a little cushion under your head there, you can as well. So wherever you want to be, make yourself comfy. If you are in the armchair position and you'd like a bolster underneath your knees, you are absolutely welcome to give that a go as well. So once you're feeling nice and cozy, nice and relaxed, you can start to find that stillness. As you drop your awareness into your breath, just tuning into that lovely gentle rise and fall of your breath. Let's take 3 deep, slow breaths. Allowing that breath to fall out of the mouth with the out breath, sighing it out if you like. And feeling your body surrendering its weight into the floor as you do, letting go. Feeling the embrace and support of the earth beneath you. And gradually allow your breath to become completely natural, letting go of any control of the breath at all, and just being present to the natural rise and fall of your breath. The ebb and flow of the natural breath. Soften the skin on your face. Feel any furrows in your brow smooth out, as if fingers were lovingly stroking your forehead. Relax all of the tiny muscles around the eyes. Feel the skin of the temples sliding towards the ears. Swallow and consciously relax the throat, softening the inner walls of the throat as you do. You might also become aware of the connection between the throat and the pelvic floor. Relax and soften your shoulders, the back of the neck and the base of the skull. Become aware of the whole spine, from the base of the skull through to the tip of the tailbone, and the natural curves of the spine. And relax the muscles of the whole back. Become aware of the bones of the pelvis. Feel the weight of the bones of the pelvis into the ground. Relax the lower back. Soften the kidneys. Relax the hips. Become aware of your belly, your pregnant belly, the swell of your pregnant belly. Feel the skin of your belly, the stretch of the skin of your belly. Feel the whole abdomen softening, releasing any tension there. Relax the pelvic floor, the walls of your vagina, and become aware of the space within the belly. Of your baby nestled safely, deep within your womb. Listen inwards and feel the connection with your unborn baby. Picture them floating in their watery home. Become aware of any movements or sensations of your baby within your belly. Visualize them growing and thriving inside of you, nurtured by you. Taking this time now to silently, intuitively send your baby any loving thoughts, messages, images that you wish. Experience any emotions that arise as you connect with the inner presence of your baby, without judgment, simply with the gift of your loving presence. Come back now to sensing into your whole body, the whole body, resting on the floor in this moment. Whole body awareness. Become aware again of your breath, the natural breathing moving in your body, the rise and fall of your gentle breath. Now become aware of the sounds around you. All of the various sounds in your environment. Become aware of the feeling of the floor beneath you. Any coverings against your skin. The air against any exposed skin. In a moment, we'll begin to move out of this relaxation. But before you do, just take a few deep inhalations. Feel the breath filling and expanding the chest. And with each inhalation, feel that you're drawing upon deep, sustained energy reserves. A quiet, sustainable energy that comes from this place of deep relaxation. And know that you can visit this haven of relaxation and inner quiet anytime you're feeling anxious, tired, or overwhelmed, to rejuvenate your energy on a deep level. When you're ready, you can start to prepare to come to sitting. Take all the time you need. Always remember to be gentle with yourself, moving slowly when you're ready. Maybe start with small movements of the fingers and toes, reminding yourself to enjoy this magical journey that this pregnancy is offering you as you cultivate the art of self-love and self-nurturing to benefit both you, your health and well-being of you and your baby. There's no rush. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. Until you find your way gently to an easy, comfortable seated position. And bringing your hands into prayer pose, Anjali Mudra. Holding your hands in this position at your heart center, a gesture of honoring. And becoming aware of the space behind the thumbs at the heart center. Feel your breath there. Feel the space within there. The heart center is our energetic center of love. Unconditional love. From where we give and receive love. Where we find compassion and kindness. Feel this loving energy. And send that energy to your baby. And if you like, placing one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. And we'll close by sending 3 lovely arms down to your baby, allowing that sound to vibrate through your whole body, taking a deep breath in. And placing both hands on your belly. Just feel the warmth, feel that connection. And then we'll rub our hands together. Place them over your eyes. And gaze into that dark space for a moment or two, letting the eyes soften and relax and absorb that prana, that life force energy. And spreading it all over your body. Namaste.